What's up, everybody? It's Super Jamario. This is the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Nintendo Switch Pro controller. I'm hoping this is what it is. It's finally arrived. I've waited an additional week for this to arrive. I had to go through eBay, which I ordered this from eBay, and open a case just to force, the seller to try to do their due diligence and trying to find out how come this item is not arriving or had not arrived within the estimated time of delivery via USPS. So here it is. Now I'm hoping this is a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Pro Switch Pro controller, and here we go. We're going to tear into this now. And generally speaking, if you've seen one of these, it's going to be the box that tells all. So the packaging is pretty light, shouldn't be too hard to rip into. I'm going to try. So here we go. Hope this is it. I know it's been almost 2 weeks, and bit of frustration, and oh my goodness, you can already tell at the corner here, I'm seeing shades of red, pink. Wait, oh my god, this is it. So guys, for $69.99 US denomination, the seller actually sent me, and guys, I'm sorry, but when these controllers first came out, they were in limited supply, and what happened was people online were selling them for $100, $110, $120, $130. I mean, people were just buying them in bulk apparently and scalping. That's basically what they were doing. So now they've been out for 2 years. They've been, so this seller apparently has come across quite a few of them, or have them in mass, and they decided to maybe sell them for a more reasonable price. So $69.99 is a lot better than $120, $130, or even $110, or even $100. I'm not knocking that. Not that the controller is not good or worth it, but I'm just saying that it's good to get it for the price that I got it for, versus you 2 years ago and caving in and paying the highly marked up price. But yes, guys, looking at this is it. This is it. Holy crap. That's it. So I'm assuming this is the Japanese, because the base on the box, there's an English version. They sent me the Japanese, yeah, it's in Japanese. Yep, that's the Japanese one. I have no issue with it. I think it's cool. I mean, I'm not. I mean, some people may, find, an issue, take issue with that. But I mean, I'm just happy to have this controller. I'm a big fan of the Xenoblade Chronicles series, and I loved Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I finished it back in April of last year. Finally finished it, and I love the game. And I just thought this was nice to have, and also heard that the D-pad is a lot better than the original Nintendo Switch Pro controller. So I'll be definitely putting it through its paces. So I'm gonna cut this video short. I wasn't planning on making a very long video. So yeah, this seller came through. So unfortunately, I had to open up a case because this has been going on. This case has been open for about 2 weeks, and I had to force the seller's hand. So apparently they meant to ship it the 5th of this month, and as you know, the time of this recording is the 16th. So the estimated delivery was supposed to be either May 8th or May 9th. It passed. So by the weekend, so by the 10th it came, that Friday. I started to get worried. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I paid my money in full. I was told that the item, I was informed that the item was going to arrive at a certain time frame. I was expecting it at a certain time frame. Tracking was wonky. It had stopped at one particular facility, and so after a few days, it had not been updated. I had no way of knowing whether the package was close. Was it stuck at this facility? I had to make a few phone calls. I was able to get it, not a concrete answer. So, but it didn't really help, because you have to wait like almost an hour just to speak to a representative through the postal service, which I finally was able to after 3 attempts. And they basically left it as, well, Well, apparently the seller didn't drop the item off and it wasn't scanned. Well, okay, tracking was uploaded. It just, it stated it was in transit, it was received, but it was in transit and no, you mean tell me it was allegedly going through other facilities and it wasn't being, scanned or registered in the system? I just don't believe that. So it was weird. So I opened up a case. Apparently, immediately the seller was contacted, and what they basically tried to do was, they stated that more than likely the package was either stolen, it had gotten lost in transit, or, um, or perhaps something else had happened. I mean, or so what they basically tried to do was they basically